I don't like it. I think it's the worst Lover bodysuit. I really wish that one stayed in the vault. 9 dresses for one song? I still think this is the best color combination. Some people don't like this dress, but I love it. And then we have my favorite one of all time. I don't like it. It makes me feel a certain way. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Nina. If you are new here, welcome, and if you are not new, thanks for coming back. I am so excited for today's video because over a year ago I did a ranking of all of the ERAS Tour outfits in 2023, and then when the ERAS Tour came back in 2024, Taylor decided to make so many outfit changes, added so many new outfit pieces, as well as adding the entire Tortured Poet set. So we have quite a few more outfits to add to this ranking, but today we are going to be tier ranking every single ERAS Tour outfit, including every single 1989 color combination. Altogether, I'm gonna have to go through and add up how many total outfit combinations there are, because now there must be like over 100, which is insane that Taylor had that many costume pieces created for this tour. Another thing that somebody recently pointed out is that Taylor would wear different sets of earrings and different pieces of jewelry throughout the ERAS Tour, and I don't think we even realized that she would change up her earrings. We knew that she would change up her necklace from the Lover bodysuit. Sometimes she wore it, sometimes she didn't, but she always had the most beautiful necklaces to go with the Lover bodysuit. I can't even imagine how much those necklaces cost. If you could even get your hands on one of them, I'm sure it comes at a hefty price tag. So if you're looking for that high quality jewelry look without the Taylor Swift price tag, that is something the sponsor of today's video can help with. I am so excited to be working with Linjer, a brand that values the beauty of simplicity. The name actually comes from the Norwegian word for lines, reflecting their clean and minimalist designs. Linjer is all about making high quality jewelry accessible to everyone by selling directly to customers online and avoiding the unnecessary markups that come with selling through traditional retailers. All of their jewelry pieces are made from fine metals like sterling silver, solid gold, and gold vermeil, so they're built to last and you can pass them on. Sustainability is also a core value of Linjer, and all of their diamonds and gems are ethically sourced and lab grown. They use recycled materials whenever possible, including 100% recycled gold and silver. And also their packaging is eco-friendly as well. They even offset the carbon emissions of each shipment at their own cost so that you can be ensured that you're having a positive environmental impact. They offer many different jewelry collections, and the first piece that I have here is from their birthstone collection. This one is the February birthstone necklace, and it's an amethyst, because even though my birthday is in November, purple is my favorite color and I've always loved amethyst. And I also really like that it symbolizes peace and serenity. And so I have the necklace as well as the matching earrings. These are the drop huggy earrings, and I absolutely love this style of earring and how it just clasps in like a little hoop and it has the gem dangling. They're super comfortable for everyday wear, super simple, still very cute. So you could choose your birth month, or you could just choose a month that is significant to you, or the gemstone, or what it means. It's a great gift to give somebody, and it can be personalized, which I love. The last piece I have is this beautiful ring here. It is gold vermeil with an open leaf design, which I just think is so cute. It really reminds me of ivy, and it's very whimsical. And sometimes I have a hard time wearing rings, but this one is actually very comfortable. So all of these pieces are the gold vermeil, which means they have a sterling silver base, but they are gold plated. So if solid gold is out of your budget like me, this is definitely a go-to if you want high quality for an affordable price. And all of their products are available to be upgraded to solid gold if that's what you truly want. If you want to treat yourself, if you want to explore Linjer's beautiful collection for yourself, you can use this discount code and the link down below in the description box for a special offer. Once again, thank you so much to Linjer for sponsoring this video, and let's get into the ranking. I feel like if we figured out sooner that she was wearing different jewelry every night of the ERAS Tour, it definitely would have been added to Mastermind and would have made it even harder for me to predict the right outfits for every show. I think my best score on Mastermind was 108. But anyways, we have a lot of outfits to get through, and there are some outfits I have a lot more thoughts about than others. And with this many outfits, there's bound to be a few misses. But I will say, the majority are hits. A lot of these outfits are literally immaculate pieces of art. Every single one of these outfits was like obviously custom made for Taylor. And to just think about the time and energy that went into designing, creating, rhinestoning. As somebody who created my own own Lover bodysuit for the ERAS tour. The respect I have for these people, oh my god. And they were using even smaller rhinestones. So first, let's get into the tier names. My bottom tier is You Deserve Prison. These are outfits that I don't think needed to be worn and physically make me cringe when she wears them. And the design of them genuinely confuses me, and I don't understand what they were trying to accomplish with that. So that's an outfit that's like, I genuinely feel is ugly, and if Taylor wasn't wearing it, if anyone else was wearing it, it would be absolutely hideous. But I will say, Taylor pulls off every outfit. So moving up to our fourth tier, this is Take It Off. This is like, maybe you're experimenting, maybe you're like taking a risk, doing something a little bit different. Maybe it didn't hit the way you wanted it to, but like the idea is there. It just was not executed properly. I applaud you for trying it and wearing it, but I'm gonna need you to take it off. Then we have our middle tier, Standing in a Nice Dress. This is an outfit that I think is cute. There's nothing too special about it. Maybe there's certain elements I like from it. Taylor had so many color variations of different outfits, and so I feel like this will be the tier where my like least favorite color variations go. It's a nice outfit. I don't have too many thoughts about it. And then moving up to our second tier, these are outfits that I love. I love them a lot, but they're not quite like masterpiece, my favorite outfits that she's ever worn of all time. So this one is We Never Go Out of Style. These are like classic Taylor Swift looks, executed well, colors go well. Every time she wore these outfits, I felt like it was a serve. And then we get to our very top tier, which I thought a lot about what I was gonna name it, but I decided on In My Best Dress, Fearless. These are outfits I feel like changed my brain chemistry, and I have photos of them saved in my camera roll because that's how much I love them. The detail, the colors, execution, every part of the outfit I love so much. Disclaimer, we know Taylor Swift is beautiful in literally anything. She could wear a paper bag and I would say it was a sleigh, okay? But if we must rank them, this is how I would do it. So it looks like we're gonna start with the Lover era, which we're gonna be starting off pretty strong here because I will say the Lover bodysuit is my favorite costume era of the entire tour. I love the Lover bodysuit so much. My favorite Lover bodysuit is the classic pink and blue one. So that is going in My Best Dress, Fearless. I think I'm also biased because at the very first show, the very first night, when she came out in that outfit and the bodysuit, the boots, and like she looked so good. I couldn't even believe my own eyes. That's how good she looked. She just sparkles and those colors were perfect. So perfect. I still think this is the best color combination that encapsulates the Lover era. Next, we have the blue and gold one, and I really love this one too. I love the way that the blue fades into the gold on the top part. I love the details so much, the sequins. I love the gold on this bodysuit. I'm just not sure if blue was the right choice for the secondary color. I always imagined at some point that Taylor would have a pink and gold Lover bodysuit, and I like really wanted that to happen. Obviously it never did. Or like it have some kind of like yellow sunset situation. So I feel like this one I'm gonna put in We Never Go Out of Style because I like it, but I wish it was a different shade of blue, and I feel like it's a little too turquoise for the Lover era. Moving on to our purple tassels. I feel like this one gets a bad rep. Like I feel like a lot of people hate the tassels. I kind of love them. And I also love purple. I just wish there was more purple throughout the entire bodysuit rather than just kind of around the edges. I love the tassels though. Okay, we have three bodysuits left. I'm gonna put this one in the second tier as well. I love her, but not as much as I love the blue and pink one. So tassels gets We're Never Going Out of Style. And then we have the pink Lover bodysuit, which I never got to see this one in person, sadly, but oh my god, it's so pretty. I feel like I did know she was going to come out with a pink version. I just didn't know what it was going to look like a dark pink. Like she needed to go full pink. It's the Lover era. This one debuted in Argentina, I believe, and I absolutely love the pink boots with it. And so she's such a Barbie in this outfit. I feel like this one has got to be up next to the pink and blue one because it's so Lover. I definitely feel like the era aesthetic weighs in on my opinion a lot because I think it's important for the outfit to convey the vibes of each era, and I feel like the pink and the blue really encapsulated Lover very well. well. And then we have Miss Sunset. Okay, I wanted to love this bodysuit. I don't like it. I think it's the worst lover bodysuit. It's too neon. It needed to be like a light sunset orange with like a light pink vibe. Like, I don't know. It's like neon orange. So I don't know about it. I do like the man jacket, and I love the ombre boots with it, but I don't really like the bodysuit itself. I think I'm gonna put this in take it off. I really wish that one stayed in the vault. And orange does not scream lover to me. You know what it does scream? Karma. But we're not gonna go there today. Okay, we're moving on to the man jackets. We're gonna put the silvery one up at the top with, well, actually, okay, I'm gonna put the silver jacket in the second tier. We never go out of style. I just thought, it's just like a silver sparkly jacket. It's nothing too crazy. I think because the bodysuits had so much color and the boots had so much color going on, she kept the jacket simple, one color. The pinstripe one, I'm gonna put that in the third tier, standing in a nice dress. And then we have the like midnight blue one, which I kind of like. That one's usually with the purple tassels bodysuit. Okay, I'm gonna put the blue purpley one in the second tier. And then our pink one is going in the top tier. The pink man jacket, I feel like that did what it needed to. It's very much like, I'm gonna wear a sparkly pink jacket, but you still need to take me seriously, and I like that. And I feel like that's what the song The Man is about. Taylor being taken seriously as a businesswoman, but at the same time, she likes to wear glitter and sparkles. So yeah, that one's going at the top. Orange one, I think the orange one's kind of fun. So I'm gonna put that in the second tier. Okay, moving on to our fearless outfits. Oh my gosh, I didn't even realize we have 6 fearless outfits by the end of the tour. Of course, we have our classic fearless dress. I love this one so much. This was so perfect for the fearless era. It encapsulated it so perfectly with the color gold. The fringe was so similar to the fearless tour, the sparkly boots. So this is going in the top tier. This is a god tier outfit. This is in my best dress, fearless. It is the fearless dress, quintessential. And then unfortunately we take a hard left and Taylor decides to wear spaghetti as an outfit. And I feel like this is one of the most talked about fearless outfits because it just does not make sense. I get, maybe they were trying to do something different, something fun. I know Taylor probably wanted something loose so she could spin around, do her fearless twirls. It's fun for dancing and spinning around, but it literally looks like an octopus, and the ombre in this outfit makes it worse somehow. And it's like the top is gold fading into silver, but the gold is almost like a brassy looking gold, so it's not even that pretty of a color. I don't know. I might be too hard on this dress, but I don't know. I do not like the tentacles. I don't like it. It makes me feel a certain way. I feel like I might have to put this in prison. The fearless noodle dress. No, I'm sorry. That is a popular opinion that I share with most people. On the other hand, we have the fearless noodle dress in another color, which I don't understand why she decided to make 2 colors of this one and not 2 colors of the original fearless dress. Because again, I do not like the noodles, tentacles, whatever you want to call them, but I do think the silver version is better. I do like the color of it and that it's all one color, and I think it looks really good on her because it also matches her boots. This one is going to be 1 tier above that, so it's going to be take it off, but it is better than the other spaghetti dress. Next, we're moving on to our first new outfit of 2024, and that is the black and silver. And this one was, oh my gosh, as soon as she came out in this one, everybody freaked out because it is so similar to the classic Fearless Tour dress that she wore back in 2010. I love that she kind of reinvented it a little bit. It has a little bit more gold in it. I love the fringe. This is a classic fearless dress, and I feel like I'm gonna put this in the second tier because I love it, but it's not as good as the original. The OG fearless dress is the best one. This one gets points for nostalgia, and I think it looks really cute on her, and it doesn't have anything weird going on like the tentacles. Okay, now we have Mrs. Tiger Stripes. Like, I don't really know where she was going with this one. To be honest, I don't understand why this would scream Fearless era at all. It also has a weird skirt that's like the octopus dress but shorter. Like someone took scissors and like cut strips of fabric. The sequins are kind of odd. The fringe is still there, but it's a little bit more spread out. I do not understand where they were going with this one, to be honest. She looks like she's on a safari. Maybe she was thinking like fearless, like I'm a tiger. I don't know. I'm gonna put this one, oh God. I'm gonna say you deserve prison just because I don't get it. I don't understand what, like she would wear that and then think like, oh yeah, I'm gonna wear it again. This looks good. I don't know how many people looked at that design and was like, yes, tiger stripes. Perfect. But that's just me. I don't know. The last Fearless dress that premiered in Florida on the very last leg of the tour was this sapphire and white variation. And it had a similar skirt to the tiger one, but it was a little bit more one length. I also don't really understand this one that much because, again, the blue is a little bit confusing because, like, the Fearless era is all, like, gold and silver and sparkles with, you know, a little bit of black accents and everything, and it is interesting the blue is just in the front and then it's white all the rest of it, so I don't know how I feel about this one. Again, it's a little bit odd to me and I don't really like the skirt. I'm gonna put it in take it off because it's better than the tiger one, but I still wish she would have done like a silver version of the gold one, the OG gold Fearless dress. So moving on to the red era, we have all the different variations of the 22 t-shirt, the a lot going on at the moment situation. And honestly, I don't have any thoughts about which t-shirt saying is better than another. I do know that my favorite one is the original A Lot Going On at the Moment because I thought that was so funny because she was playing off of the original t-shirt that said not a lot going on at the moment. And that was always kind of like a little Easter egg that she would use when she was working on something. So A Lot Going On at the Moment is going to be in the second tier. And then my other favorite one is This Is Not Taylor's Version. I thought that one was so funny. So that one's going in the second tier. And then Who's Taylor Swift Anyway is going in the third tier. We Are Never Ever Getting Back Together is going in the third tier. That's a lot of words to put on a shirt. I Bet You Think About Me. I like that one too. And then I Knew You Were Trouble was actually the least worn of all of the shirts. That one wasn't as creative as the others, so I guess I'll just put it in the fourth tier. I'm trying to conserve the top tiers because I haven't even made it through half of the outfits yet. And then we have the red romper, which I do think there was two different versions of the romper. I thought there was one that just had regular straps, and then there's the one that has like the extra strap in the middle. The red romper is so funny because it totally makes sense functionality-wise for her to be able to do that outfit change on stage where they take off the shirt and then it has red on the top because she wanted the shorts to look black like the 22 music video, but then still incorporate red, obviously, because it's the red era. The ombre thing kind of throws me off a little bit. I almost wish it was like two pieces and that the top was like a red crop top, kind of like she had on the 1989 tour when she sang I Knew You Were Trouble. But then if she did that, it would be too similar to the new 1989 outfit, so I don't know. There's always a method to her madness there. Overall, I feel like the red romper is going in the middle. I think it's cute. I do like how she brought back an element from the red tour. The straps are very similar to the one from her All Too Well outfit on the red tour, so I love the little details. The little loafer shoes are very red era, the flats. And then we have the All Too Well coat, which is another like ombre moment, and the black sparkly guitar, which I love a sparkly guitar. So I'll just put this in the middle as well because it's cute, nothing too crazy. And then we get into the enchanted Speak Now dresses. It is insane to me that she would give one era, one song, but like 9 different dresses. How many is this? 1, 2, 3, 4. 9 dresses for one song? I mean, there obviously was a time period where she did sing Long Live, so it was 2 songs. But that was like only a quarter of all the shows ever. I don't know if I will ever get over the Speak Now erasure on the ERAS tour, or the debut erasure for that matter. So first we have the Everything Bagel dress, which is super pretty. I love the gold. It reminds me a lot of the dress that she wore at the end of the Speak Now tour, and I love the nostalgia of that. I think I'm gonna put this in the second tier. I really like this one, and I feel like it really draws on the enchanted vibes. And then we have the pink enchanted dress. I think this might have been the first enchanted dress ever. This one was super pretty. I do like the halter neckline. Doesn't stand out to me though. Middle tier for that one. And then we have the moldy cheese dress. Or I don't know what other people call it, but this one was very interesting. This is one of those risks that they took. I don't think it hit like they wanted it to. I don't really like the flowery things, embellishments on the dress. The dress is a lot more reserved, or I don't know how to explain it. All the other ones are super ball gown, poofy, princess vibes. This one is a little lacking luster because of all the other ones being so grand. So this one kind of is a little underwhelming. I don't really like the sleeves. I feel like this wasn't the right occasion for this dress. I just don't like it. I don't like it that much at all. We're putting it in prison. I'm sorry. Sorry to the moldy cheese dress. And I feel like eventually she stopped wearing it at some point. I don't remember when. Yeah, we didn't see that dress as much as the other ones, that's for sure. And then we have the silver dress. I actually really liked the silver dress. It was giving fairy, poofy, princessy. This is another one that she didn't wear very often. I'm gonna put this in the third tier. And then we have the classic Speak Now release cupcake tiered dress that we all know and love. Some people don't like this dress, but I love it. I think it encapsulates the Speak Now era so well. I just think it's so Speak Now. I love the tiered skirt so much. I love the neckline. Some people didn't like how it was like bustled in the back all weird, but I feel like that was just like something they had to fix because it got messed up or something. I'm putting this in the top tier in my best dress fearless because I just think it was just so Speak Now. And then we have Miss Blue dress. I feel like I'm a little biased because I was at the 1989 announcement show, and so seeing this dress was like a religious experience. Like, I have never had that type of like universal freak out with like everybody in the stadium freaking out that this dress was blue, and also some people around us not realizing why everybody was freaking out. So I feel like for the moment, this dress was like a cultural moment for the Swifties. So I feel like it's very important, so I'm gonna put it in the second tier. We never got out of style. I also just think it's so pretty. I liked that the neckline was different than all of the other ones. She looked like Cinderella in this dress. And then we have the Wonderstruck dress. At least that's what the Swifties call it. And this one is very, very enchanted, and it looks very similar to a dress that she wore during the Speak Now era to sing Enchanted. And so I think, again, it's one of those nostalgia moments where it draws on previous eras. So I feel like this one's gonna get second tier because I think that one is my second favorite one. It's also like purpley champagne color and I really like it. This purple swirly dress. I love that it's purple because purple's my favorite color, and of course I love that she is going straight for the aesthetic of Speak Now with the purple. I feel like it's a little too poofy. I don't know what it is. It's just not my favorite. I love purple though. The combination of the neckline with the swirls with the poofy skirt, I don't know if the combination is working. I like it. I don't know if I'm trying to convince myself. Definitely not one of her best Speak Now dresses, even though it is purple. I'm gonna put it in Take It Off. I don't know. I just don't like it. I can't explain it. It's just a feeling I have. And then lastly, we have the blue dress that she premiered night 2 in Miami. Different blue from the other blue one. This one is a little less poofy than all of the other enchanted dresses, with the exception of the moldy cheese dress. I thought this one was super pretty. Very simple. I like the style of it a lot. It's not really Speak Now if we're looking at era aesthetics, but I really like it. So I think I'm gonna put it in the third tier. And also Also, again, biased because I was there for that one. Next we have Reputation, which we only have 2 options, and we only had 1 option for most of the shows. And so we had the classic red and black snake jumpsuit. I feel like because we saw this one so many times, I probably have a bias of it's kind of boring, but we saw it so many times. So I think that's probably why I'm like, okay, it's good. I just want to know how she was able to quick change into that thing. The fact that she had 1 arm and 1 leg in a sleeve and in 1 pant leg, like I don't know how she did that. I need to know the behind the scenes magic of that. I also thought it was interesting that she went with red because I always thought that Reputation was more black and gold. I felt like the aesthetic of it, like the outfits that she was wearing at the Reputation tour, like when I think of Look What You Made Me Do and King of My Heart, all those outfits were black and gold. So I think that's probably why I like the black and gold one better. So I feel like I'm gonna put the Reputation red one in the middle, and I'm gonna put the gold one in the second tier. Yeah. And the moment she came out in the black and gold bodysuit was just like, everybody's freaking out on the live stream like, is it gold? Is it gold? Like, it was a moment. It was another one of those moments. Okay, so moving on to Evermore, which would sadly be erased into the Folklore Evermore section. Sadly, this outfit did not continue on, but we had 2 outfits for Evermore. We had the classic like burnt orange dress, which I loved. I thought it was so cute, so pretty, very storybook, captured Evermore very well with her little boots. I thought that was so cute. I think for the album aesthetic, that dress was more on point than the bronze dress, even though I loved the bronze dress so much. So if we were just going off which outfit I like better, I love the bronze one. I love how they altered it to be more form-fitting and A-line, because at first it kind of looked a little bit odd because like the seam line was like too high up, and then when they fixed it, I was like, oh, that's a bop. That's a good one. Okay, I'm gonna put the... Oh, I'm so bad at these rankings because it's almost like I feel bad for these outfits for ranking them a certain way, which is literally insane. Okay, if I'm thinking about Evermore as an era, I'm gonna put the orange one above it. So I'm putting that in the second tier, and then I'm putting the bronze dress in the third tier, even though I love it so much. It's so pretty. And then we have the cape, which I didn't realize there was 2 different capes. She must have added another cape at some point, but the green one is the classic one with the hood and everything. And really these are just like add-on pieces, so I feel like I'm just gonna put them in the middle because they're fun. They're definitely a fun costume piece for the Evermore era and really gives you that like witchy forest vibe. And then we move on to our Folklore dresses. I love pretty much all of these dresses. I love how flowy they were. I thought they added a lot to the performance of all the songs from the Folklore era, how wistful and magical and like mimicked nature almost with the wind blowing in her outfit and everything. Especially with like August, where she's just like running around the stage with her flowy sleeves flying everywhere. Okay, so the original Folklore dress was this like deep purple color. I thought it was pretty, but it's not my favorite. So there's a lot of Folklore outfits, so I feel like I'm gonna put this in the 4th tier because I kind of forgot about that one. And then we have our pink one. I love the pink one so much. This is a hard one. Okay, I'm putting the pink one in the 2nd tier. I love it so much. She's so cute. And this brings us to my favorite Folklore outfit of all of them, and that is the green ivy dress. I love it. It's so pretty, and like I love the leaves, and even though that kind of plays off of Ivy from Evermore, I just feel like it just gives all the Folklore vibes of like being one with the forest, I guess. But I loved the leaves detailing, and I love the shade of green. I think it's a really pretty color. So I'm putting that in the top tier. In my best dress, Fearless. The best Folklore dress. And then we have the classic white Folklore dress, which I loved the sparkly detailing on the front. The other color variation of the white one is the yellow one. So these are the same style in different colors, and I think the white one fits the Folklore era more. So I'm gonna put that one in the 2nd tier. I love the yellow one so much because I just love the color yellow, and this felt like Taylor was merging Folklore and Evermore and taking the color of the Evermore dress and trying to incorporate it, because this yellow is more of like a mustardy yellow. The yellow one I'm putting in the 3rd tier. because I feel like yellow is not really a color I associate with Folklore and Evermore. And then we have the blue Folklore outfit that Taylor used the day of the 1989 announcement. I feel like for the purpose of the context, this was great. I loved seeing her come out in a blue Folklore dress because it was so obvious about where she was going with it. The blue color as a whole is not my favorite, and she did wear this a few times after the 1989 announcement, and this is a variation on the pink style of the Folklore dress, and I just don't really like it in blue that much. I don't feel like the blue fits the era very well. It's definitely my least favorite of the Folklore dresses, so I'm gonna put the blue in the take it off section. I loved it for the announcement of 1989, but in other contexts it doesn't make sense. I have to hurry up because we have the 1989 variations coming up here. Our last dress from the Folklore era is the berry dress, which is a pinky red version of the ivy green dress with the leaves. And so I love the style of it so much, but again, the berry color is an interesting choice. And she almost exclusively wore the berry and yellow Folklore dresses for a lot of 2024, with a couple of the other dresses sprinkled in. I'm gonna put this one in the third tier as well, just because it didn't stand out to me either. I love the style of it though. Next we move on to our largest category, which is the 1989 outfits. And for the first leg of the tour, she used 3 different variations of the 1989 outfit. She had pink, green, and orange, and those corresponded with the surprise song dresses. And then obviously on the very last day of the first leg of the tour, she debuted the blue version. I love that she pulled inspiration from the finale outfit of the 1989 tour, where she had a 2-piece fringe set for her Shake It Off encore. So I thought this was so perfect, so 1989. I feel like the pink one is so iconic. I'm gonna put the pink one in the top tier because I love it so much. The pink was my favorite variation of the original Shake It Off outfit, and this one was my favorite from the ERAS tour. And then we have green. Green I'm putting in the second tier because she was cute, but pink one was better. And then we have the orange outfit, which was a little confusing because I didn't feel like orange was really incorporated with the theme of 1989. It was not a color she wore on the previous tour. However, I was expecting the blue one because that was a color she did use during the 1989 era, and obviously we now associate that album with the color blue. So I think orange I'm gonna put in the take it off section because it was my least favorite color variation. And then blue, for some reason I don't like blue as much as I like the pink and green, so I'm gonna put the blue in the middle tier because even though it's like matches with the era, I just like the other two better. Also, it's just funny to me that 1989 is blue now because back when the album came out I did not associate it with blue at all. I associated it more with like a periwinkle, like pastel purpley color. A lot of people associate 1989 with beige because that's kind of the original aesthetic of the era, and so it is funny now that we think of it as the blue album. And moving on to the million different variations of the new 1989 outfits. How many colors is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I think there was 6 or 7 colors. Each color had a top and a bottom that could be combined in any way. So this one I'm not putting too much thought into. It's literally just vibes. I know a lot of people do not like the new 1989 outfit or just thought it like they just didn't like it. I thought it was so fun, and I thought it was like classic 1989 era. The skater skirt, the ombre, like that is so 2015. The top is also very similar to the top that she wore on the 1989 tour. The pink skirt is very similar to an ombre skirt that she wore during that era as well. So overall, I thought it was super cute and very 1989. So first we have pink top, blue bottom. This was the first one she wore, so I'm gonna put it in the third tier. It was okay. The next one is orange top, purple bottom. I will say my favorite colors are purple and pink, so those will probably be higher. I did like whenever she wore the purple skirt, so I'm putting this in the second tier. Then we have watermelon. We have the green top, pink bottom. I do kind of like that one. I'll put it in the middle. Blue top, pink bottom, middle. And then we have our Chiefs variation, the yellow top, orange bottom, but sometimes the orange one would look kind of reddish because it's like a darker orange. I'm putting this in Take It Off because I don't really like orange, to be honest. Yellow top, blue bottom, Take It Off. Pink top, orange bottom, not a fan. Blue top, yellow bottom, not a fan of that one either. Purple top, blue bottom, that's going in the middle. That one's okay. Pink top, yellow bottom. I actually kind of like that one. That one's going in the second tier. Orange top, yellow bottom, another variation that people took as Chiefs colors. I'm gonna put that in the fourth tier. I'm not really a fan. Okay, this is my favorite one, I think. Wait, is this my favorite? Okay, this is my second favorite one. Pink top, purple bottom. So cute. I'm putting that in the second tier. Double orange, Take It Off. Green top, blue bottom, Take It Off. I love this one. Yellow top, pink bottom. That's going in the second tier. Purple top, green bottom. I love this one because it's kind of like the Little Mermaid. It's like Ariel. That's going in the middle. This might be the worst combination. Yellow top, green bottom. It reminds me of the gummy worm that nobody likes to eat. So you deserve prison because I don't like that. I don't know why. They're not pleasing together. Blue top, orange bottom, prison. I don't like that. For some reason, the orange top and the blue bottom is slightly better. And then we have my favorite one of all time, purple top, pink bottom. So cute. Also, my favorite photo I've ever seen of her in this outfit I will put right here. She's so pretty. I just think that was the prettiest combination of all of them. And then we have pink top, green bottom, orange top, green bottom, another gummy worm I don't like. Yellow top, purple bottom. This one is not as bad. Blue top, orange bottom, Take It Off. Green top, purple bottom. That in the middle because I like those two colors together. Orange top, pink bottom, Take It Off. Blue top, green bottom, Take It Off. Purple top, yellow bottom, not as bad. Still going in the fourth tier though. Double blue. Okay, so we've got some matching sets. I do like when they match. I just think some combinations are much worse than others. Let's do the blue matching in the middle. Pink matching. The pink matching one I'm putting in the very top because this reminds me of How You Get the Girl on the 1989 tour, and she wore that two-piece pink set. So cute. So I feel like this gives me those vibes, and I do like the pink matching set. The yellow matching set, Purple matching set, I like, because I like purple, so I'll put her in the middle. Okay, we've gotten through all of the combinations of the 1989 outfits. Please comment down below what your favorite combination of the 1989 outfits are. I would love to know if you guys disagree with me. Moving on to our newest era, the Tortured Poet set. Now, she had two different versions of the white dress. We had the Fortnite dress that had I love you, you're ruining my life lyrics, and then we had Who's Afraid of Little Ol' Me lyrics. I really like the Fortnite one because I thought it like played off so well on the music video, and I just thought this outfit was so perfect for Tortured Poets because it obviously draws inspiration from the Fortnite music video. It looks kind of like a wedding dress, and that goes really well with But Daddy I Love Him. I love how it's bustled in the front. It's just so fun and cute. I'm gonna put this in the second tier because I think it's so pretty. I don't really have a preference between the two different versions of this dress, but I'm gonna put this one in the middle because I do like the Fortnite lyrics on it better. And then we have the Smallest Man Who Ever Lived marching jacket, which is a nice touch, a nice little added costume piece. It was a really good way to kind of set this song apart from the rest of the set, and it really kind of transformed the outfit into something completely different. So I'm gonna put this in the middle, standing in a nice dress. And then we have our different variations of the I Can Do It With a Broken Heart outfit. The Flapper Girl Showgirl outfit, which is so cute. I do love the sparkly black two-piece. I think that might be my favorite of the two pieces, and I love it with the gold. I think I'm gonna put this one in the second tier because I'm trying to decide. I think I really love the graphite one. I think I might put the graphite two-piece in the very top because I just love the way it sparkles. I feel like it's hard to see the black sparkle as much and it's hard to see the white sparkle, but like the graphite one, it's very sparkly. I do love that the white one plays more into the album aesthetic, so I think the white with the silver jacket is gonna go in the second tier. I don't really like the white with the white jacket, so let's go put that in the fourth tier. And then we have the gold top, black bottoms, which I don't like that they don't match. I wish she had a double gold outfit. I would have loved that. So I'm gonna put that and Take It Off. And then we have the black with the white jacket. jacket. I don't know why I don't like the white jacket, so I'm putting that in the, well, take it off. Take off the jacket. And then the black two-piece with the silver I'm gonna put in the middle because I think it's better than the white jacket. Now moving on to surprise song dresses. We have 3 installments of the surprise song dress. We have the original 3 to 4, and then we have the new 3, and then we have the new 4 on the last leg. The original ones had a little drop off the shoulder piece, which I thought was super cute. I have to say the yellow one is my favorite surprise song dress, and it probably has to do with the fact that she played some of my favorite songs wearing the yellow dress, or like every time she was wearing the yellow dress, you knew she was going to like emotionally kill you. So yellow's on top. Also, I think it's because she sang Would've, Could've, Should've in the yellow dress. So that's probably the main reason. Second has to be the maroon dress, so I'm putting that in the second tier. The green surprise song dress, I'll put it in the middle. It was cute, not my favorite. Same thing with the blue one, I liked it, but not as much as I liked the yellow and the maroon one. Also with the OG surprise song dresses, I liked the tiered look of it, and I liked the little rhinestones that were on, how it had dimension, because then we move on to the new 3 surprise song dresses. I'm not a huge fan of the neckline of these ones. I also don't know how I felt about the ombre element of these dresses. I do think the pink one was my favorite, so I'm gonna put the pink one in the middle and also the blue one. And then the orange one, maybe I just don't like orange. I don't know what it is, which is kind of funny for someone who's a karma truther, but orange is just so aggressive. I think if it was like not as neon as it is, I would like it better, but it's just like such an aggressive color orange. Like it needed to be a little like toned down, maybe like a lighter color. I don't know. And then she moved on into her little tie-dye, colorful final leg of the tour dresses, and these ones were actually really pretty. Well, half of them. I did not like the fruit roll-up dress. Some people call this the beta fish dress. Prison. It looks like a fruit roll-up to me. I don't think the colors were it. The way that they're like tie-dyed, it just looks like someone did a bad tie-dye job. And then next, my favorite of the new dresses was the Supernova dress because it's purple and it's like a little like galaxy vibe and it's not too much. It's like the perfect balance, blue, purple, sparkly. Yes, so I'm gonna put this one in the top because that was my favorite one of the new dresses. And then we have the sunset dress, which was my second favorite of the newer ones, so I'm gonna put that in the second tier because I love the combination of like yellow, pink, and orange, like a sunset, like a sunrise. The orange wasn't too overpowering. And last we have the koi fish dress, which was an interesting choice in color combination. The orange, again, what is with all the orange? Like there's so many orange elements mixed into these tour outfits, especially in the second year. I don't know. And then fading into the blue, again, very hippie, very interesting. I'm gonna put this in take it off. Okay, we've reached our final era of the evening, everybody. Yay! If you've made it this far, thank you. You are truly carrying my average view duration. The lavender haze coat is just iconic. I love it so much. I love that she took that element from the music video and brought it to stage. So I'm putting this in the second tier. Very retro, very midnight. And then we have all the different color midnight shirts. We have the iridescent one, the classic. Put that in the middle. Blue, I'm gonna put that in the fourth tier. Didn't really stand out to me. Then we have pink, which usually I love pink, but not really in this context. So putting that and take it off. Purple. I love the purple one. This is like the medium purple, or like, is this light purple? I don't know. This was the medium colored purple one and I really liked it. So putting it in the second tier. Ooh, actually this might be my favorite midnight shirt. This one was, okay, maybe the first one was silver. Yeah, the first shirt was silver, not iridescent. This is the iridescent one that kind of looks a little bit purpley, and this was my favorite one of all of them. So that is going in the top tier. And then we have dark purple, which was cute, but a little too dark. And now we have the lilac purple one. This one came later on, I believe. This one's going in the middle. She was cute. She was a moment. And then we have the icy blue or icy silver. No, icy silver. This one is better than the other silver one. Okay, we're putting this one in the middle as well. Last but certainly not least, we have the midnight bodysuits. and it was always one of the best moments of the show when during Midnight Rain she'd be in the umbrellas, bam, reveal the bodysuit. The first one ever was the raindrop bodysuit, and that was one she didn't wear too often, I feel like. Especially in the second year, I feel like she never wore it. It definitely was giving Midnight Rain vibes, so I'm gonna put this in the middle. The scallops one, oh, so good. Scallops one was like a classic. I feel like I have to put this in the top because it was just good every single time. I loved the neckline, I loved the swoops, like the beading, everything was so good. However, I did not like the cutout one. I understand the homage to the original 1989 World Tour style bodysuit was very similar to this one. I just didn't like it as much as the other ones. So I'm gonna put this one and take it off. Not quite prison, but the other ones were just so much better. We have the chevron one, which again wasn't my favorite, but I was not a huge fan of bringing back the chevron for this, so I'm gonna say take it off. Oh, and this one, oh my gosh, I wish she wore this one more because the Moonstone bodysuit was the perfect depiction of Midnight's, with the stars and the moon, and like everything about it was so Midnight's and it was so pretty. I wish she wore this one so much more and that she brought it out earlier because it is probably the best one of all of them. And I never got to see it, which is a tragedy. And finally, the Karma jackets. I will say the multicolored one is my favorite just because I feel like with all the dancers having all the different colors of the jackets, I feel like she would be like a mix of all of them. So I like that she would have all the colors. And I liked the contrast between the jacket and the bodysuit, whereas the bright pink one was like way too much, and I don't think she wore that one too many times, but I'm gonna say take it off because I think it made her blend in with all the backup dancers, and the pink was just like aggressive. Then we have the burgundy one, which I liked better than the blue one, so I'm gonna put the burgundy one in the second tier, and then finally the blue one in the middle tier because I felt like it blended in too much to the bodysuit. But anyways, that is every single Eras Tour outfit ranked. And if I had to choose just one to be my favorite, I would say the original Lover bodysuit, the first ever Eras Tour outfit. And if I had to choose a least favorite of all of the outfits, I would have to say, unfortunately, the spaghetti dress would fall into the category just because I just did not like the tentacles, I did not like the colors. But anyways, as always, this is all in good fun. Of course, Taylor looks good in anything. Who am I to judge? Who am I to talk? But it is absolutely truly astounding. The investment she made in her wardrobe, like, and it did not go underappreciated. I feel like every single outfit got its moment in the sun. The question of should they is up to you. I would absolutely love to know what your favorite and least favorite outfits from the Eras Tour were. So comment down below and we can all discuss. But that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed my ranking. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. Lets me know that you like what I'm doing. Thank you guys for watching, for being here, for hanging out with me, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.